We are so close to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump meeting for the first time on the debate stage in Philadelphia. And now, in anticipation of the debate, Kamala Harris's campaign has released a brutal new ad that goes right at Trump. And this time, the criticisms are coming from people that know him best, those that worked with him previously. Kamala Harris's campaign reported an eye-popping $361 million raised in August. And that leaves her with a $110 million cash advantage over Donald Trump. So what do you do with all this money? Well, you hire people to organize and knock doors in states that matter, but also you run ads, a lot of ads. The Kamala Harris campaign has been focused on abortion in recent days, and they released a couple of brutal ads on that topic, this time using Trump's words against him. Check out this one called "He Told Us."
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished?
There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
That ad brilliantly used Donald Trump's words against him. But the deliverer of the message also matters. And that's why hearing from people that actually know Donald Trump is even more devastating. Like Stephanie Grisham, a press secretary for Donald Trump during his administration. When she spoke at the DNC, you could tell it was personal.
Behind closed doors, Trump mocks his supporters. He calls them basement dwellers. On a hospital visit one time when people were dying in the ICU, he was mad that the cameras were not watching him. He has no empathy, no morals, and no fidelity to the truth. He used to tell me, "It doesn't matter what you say, Stephanie. Say it enough and people will believe you." But it does matter. What you says matter, and what you don't say matters.
The 1-minute ad called "The Best People" will air on Fox News as well as in Trump's hometown, West Palm Beach, Florida, and in Philadelphia on Tuesday, the day of the debate. The Harris campaign put out the following statement about the ad. This ad will remind Fox News viewers, perhaps even a certain defeated former president himself, about how Trump's own national security team can't stomach him anymore because of how he'd put the country at risk. Now watch what Donald Trump himself will be seeing on television.
In 2016, Donald Trump said he would choose only the best people to work in his White House. Now those people have a warning for America. Trump is not fit to be president again. Here's his vice president.
Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. It should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's highest-ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best. Donald Trump is a danger to our troops and our democracy. We can't let him lead our country again.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
This seems to be a theme with these Republicans endorsing Kamala Harris, that they're concerned about Donald Trump being the leader of America and that he can't be trusted with power. In fact, that's exactly what Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney said when they endorsed Kamala last week. There is a fear that Donald Trump will put himself over the country because he's shown a tendency to do that in the past. And I wish these Republicans would just endorse Kamala because of her policy positions, which are great for America, but maybe hanging out with us Democrats a little bit will show them that we're not all that bad and maybe some of our ideas will rub off on them. So I'm not going to hold my breath. As we get into the final stretch of the campaign, there is a major appeal to independents and moderates. Forget the hardcore MAGA crowd. Those people are not going to be convinced of anything. But there are plenty of Republicans out there that want nothing to do with Donald Trump and are looking for an opening within Kamala Harris's campaign to join her, at least temporarily, to defeat Donald Trump. These are the 1 in 5 GOP primary voters who voted for Nikki Haley even months after she left the campaign. So Kamala Harris has done a brilliant job of opening up the Democratic Party and giving these people a place within our coalition so that they can join us and move our country forward. And it's ads like these that will resonate with this group. I have to remind myself constantly that a lot of the stuff the campaign does is not for me. I'm not the target audience, and that's because I'm already on board with Kamala. Why would they waste a single dollar trying to appeal to someone in my position? So I am always curious of what they're up to, and I think stuff like this is super effective.